The federal government has commenced a review of the national policy on occupational health and safety. This was made known as the Ministry of Labour and Employment, International Labour Organization and labor unions met in Abuja. Participants at the event say a review of the nation's profile as it concerns health and safety of workers, if properly implemented, can help set the country on the path to better working conditions for the labor force.
The Nigerian government recently ratified ILO Convention 187 on promotional framework for occupational safety and health, which aims to promote a preventive safety and health culture at the national level. This is an important step towards ensuring safe working environments nationwide through the activities of the Occupational Safety and Health Department of the Ministry of Labour and Employment. We must acknowledge that occupational safety and health systems have been widely proven to be an effective strategy for achieving the sustainable safety and health management. This has led to the draft review of the nation's country profile on occupational safety and health, so as to ensure that much desired preventive occupational safety and health culture through the participatory implementation of occupational safety and health programs by various stakeholders.
With Conventions 155 on occupational safety and health and Convention 187 on the promotional framework for OSH, which became, during that ILC meeting, fundamental conventions. This decision further calls out for the various actors in the world of work on the numerous dangers of which workers are exposed in the workplace, and to the need to work together in order to control the risks of industrial accidents and occupational illnesses which constitute harmful consequences of workers, their well-beings and their families, but also impacts negatively on their productivity. The combined provisions of the two Convention 155 and 187 offer a great framework for implementing the ILO global strategy for occupational safety and health in a much more systematic, coordinated and integrated approach based on the principles of continuous improvement. And this systematic management approach is based on a number of factors. Allow me just to mention but the few. The first one is the adoption of a national OSH policy by the government. The second one being the development of a national profile, OSH profile, which provides an inventory of OSH at all levels in accordance with the different items of recommendations 1, 9, and 7 and the OSH promotional framework. The third is the use of the outcomes from the national profile to formulate a national OSH program to implement the objectives and principles of the national policy. The fourth is then the implementation of the national program and the periodic evaluation of the implementation in order to assess gaps and be able to address those gaps. It is in this perspective that the ILO provides its technical and financial support for the review and elaboration of a revised new national OSH profile, which is submitted to you today for your validation. And the validated document with the recommendations that will emerge out of this meeting will therefore help and guide the development of Nigeria's next OSH or national OSH program for 2025-2029.
It is important that we join our hands together by raising our voices to ensure that we continue to hold government accountable. When we hold government accountable, we protect the rights and privileges of workers wherever they may be, and also protect the rights and privileges of Nigerians wherever they may be. Because when we protect the rights and privileges of Nigerians, it means that we are also protecting the world of work. It is a template that they have that has subjected workers to the unpleasant consequences that we see in the world of work. And so when we hold them accountable, wherever they may be, we will get them to do the right thing for Nigerian workers and protect the world of work.
Nigeria's achievements in occupational safety and health not only contribute to the well-being of its citizens, but also enhance the overall productivity and competitiveness of its industry by sets an inspiring example of other nations to follow. As we celebrate Nigeria's profile on occupational and safety and health, let us acknowledge the significant strides made and encourage a continued focus on creating safer workplace for everyone. Together we can build a future where every worker feels protected, valued, and empowered.